This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When send past the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock, who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.
Knicks family, what's poppin'? Is your boy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks win their 3rd game in a row, I believe it is. And with OG back, the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, are looking hot again. Although tonight was a fiery, scrappy, aggressive basketball game, the Knicks figured out a way to win it. The game went back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks would go up, Sacramento come back, Sacramento go up, the Knicks come back. It was physical. It was aggressive. It was a typical playoff style basketball game, ladies and gentlemen. And the Knicks pull it out 98-91 behind a monster performance from Jalen Brunson. His second, ladies and gentlemen, yes, his second 40-plus point performance in 2 games. Back-to-back 40-plus points for Jalen Brunson. 45 versus Portland, 42 tonight versus the Sacramento Kings. And I'm going to tell you, the Kings came out physical. They came out aggressive. The Knicks had to match their energy. Jalen Brunson had to match their energy. And yes, he figured out a way to do it, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Just a magnificent game from Jalen Brunson. 42 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He shot 60% from the field. He shot 50% from the 3-point line. Jalen Brunson tonight for the New York Knicks. Monster game from Jalen Brunson. I mean, listen, is he going to be truly considered for MVP? Maybe not, but he should be. He should definitely be an all-NBA player. No doubt about that. There's no doubt in my mind that he's an all-NBA player. You know what I mean? How much can you say about Jalen Brunson, man? He just continues to prove it time and time again. No matter what teams throw at the Knicks to stop Jalen Brunson can't be stopped. I'm just going to say it that way. The brother can't be stopped. Can't be stopped. You know what I mean? It just can't be stopped. They foul him. They knock him to the ground. They put long players on him. They try to put shorter players on. De'Aaron Fox, I thought, did a decent job on Jalen Brunson, but the dude is Captain Clutch. He cannot be stopped. And that's that. Spree, what's poppin' with you, brother? How you feeling?
That was a good win.
Yeah,
I'm good, Tim. How are you?
That's a good win. A feisty win.
Yeah, it feels good when you win games like that. I mean,
yeah.
So I don't want to nitpick on Jalen because obviously he was great tonight. I'm not nitpicking, but I do want to just say this.
You can't do it tonight. You can't nitpick. He dropped 42.
I know, but I am going to say a couple things. I think when we have more 3-point shooting now, I thought there were a couple times when they blitzed, I thought he could have got off it a little bit earlier to help himself. Because honestly, we had, I want to say 4 possessions. Before Brunson, obviously, he closed the game because the guy wasn't looking on defense, just a heady play to get to the rim, and Brunson closed it to make it a 5-point game. Mm-hmm. I want the ball in Brunson's hands in money time, Sim. This is not the call where I'm saying I don't want the ball in Brunson's hands. But there was about 4 possessions where Brunson was trying to go by himself, and I thought there were a couple times he had Burks in the corner. I think he had Bogey on one. I thought he could have got off it a little bit earlier. Is that fair, or am I nitpicking?
You're saying
get off the ball, just pass the ball and get off of it before the trap comes.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I'll say is when you're hot, I mean, he shot 60% from the field. You're
I
still
know.
trying to make sure you're the best option. So you're looking to see, can you get that shot?
I understand. I'm just, I know. I'm just saying. I thought there was one or two possessions. I'm nitpicking here because he's so great. When the defense, because this is what's going to happen. Plus, they're going to trap him. They're going to blitz him, and he can beat them with the pass. I thought he could have saw Burks in the corner a couple times. I'll watch it again, but Brunson closed the game. He was special. Also, I want to give love to Hartenstein. Tim, Hartenstein defense, just putting his hands straight up and just making it doesn't reflect in the box score what Hartenstein did tonight.
Right. No, I mean, he did have 14 rebounds though. That reflects in the box score: 7 points, 14 rebounds, 4 blocks. But I know what you're saying. He does a lot of little things out there. Just his size overall, the way he bangs and throws his body around. He made it tough for Sabonis all night long. Although Sabonis, put up some numbers. He made it tough for him all night. Yeah, no doubt about it. Isaiah Hartenstein. The Knicks got to keep Isaiah Hartenstein around.
He does a good job of not fouling. Like with his hands, like he just has when a guy goes, he times it. There's some dudes, Sim, that just time things well. He has a knack for not getting called for. Sometimes he gets called for fouls, but for the most part, when he's going up in the air on guys, he just times things very well. I got to give him love. Yeah. And also, I want to say this. I know Burks and Bogdanovich have not. I know the fans are on those two just to get going. This was a sign of life for those two because there was a stretch there where we relied on them to give us something early in the fourth quarter.
They did. They showed up tonight. I thought they both showed up tonight. Burks had 12 points, Bogdanovich 9 points. You know what I mean? And like you said, in the fourth quarter, those guys, they kept the Knicks with life. Because Sacramento was pushing.
Yeah.
Bogdanovich hit a big three off of Precious. Precious passed it to him. He knocked down a big three. He needed that. The Knicks needed that at the time because it looked like Sacramento might try to pull away with the basketball game. You know what I mean? That big that three was big. And then Alec Burks in the first half hit a couple of shots, hit some shots in the fourth quarter. Yeah, both of those guys came up big tonight.
I mean, that's what I thought they would do. I mean, I've been a little bit surprised that they've struggled as much as they have had shooting the ball. But, to be fair, we haven't had our full team. And I am not saying I was expecting them to come in from day one and just be great. But I've been a little bit surprised how much they've been struggling. But I still think these two guys, Sim, they have the ability to help this team. I've never wavered in my belief that I think Bogdanovich and Burks can help us.
Yeah, I think they can help us too. And hopefully this is a sign that Alec Burks is going to, get going. Bogdanovich he's had some nights. But Burks never truly got going. Yeah,
Burks has been really struggling, and that's my guy. But I have to admit, he's been disappointing. But Burks is the type of guy, Sim, I still think he can do what he did tonight, where he can he can carry you for a little bit. And I still think, again, Jalen's got to understand, Burks is going to make if they close on you, just spray the ball out to him when Burks is open in those corners. He'll make them. But Sam, it's a good win. Sacramento's a good team. This Knicks team right now, I think they're in a little bit of a good groove right now. They should feel good. We just got to hang in there and fight. That's all I got, man.
Yeah. I mean, and that we're fighting, spree. We won 3 in a row. We're 2-2. I mean, we're 2-0 on the West Coast trip so far. You know what I mean?
Cleveland lost.
I didn't even check.
Cleveland lost. We're 2 games back.
I didn't even check the other scores. I didn't even check the other scores to see who did what yet.
I mean, we got a shot. I'm not ruling out that the Knicks, if they can just hang in there and survive this West Coast trip, Sim, which is easier said than done. But if they can somehow do this, Mitchell in Cleveland, there's an injury there. I'm not saying that the Knicks can't find a way to get the 3rd seed. They just got to continue to just do what they're doing, hang in there, and it'll turn around for them. But This was a good win.
What
That's all I got,
is,
my man.
before you leave, what's surviving it to you? I mean, you don't think they've already survived it by winning 2?
What's their next 2 games? Golden State and Denver, right?
Golden State and Denver.
And then after that, who they got?
Then I think they come back home for Brooklyn, I think.
They come back up. So they've already survived it. But I'm saying, you want to get greedy. Get one more. Get one more.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
If you can get one more for me, before you come home, Tim, that would be great.
Let's get the next one.
Yeah, let's get the next one.
Yeah. Just get the next one.
No doubt. Let's get the next one.
All right, guys.
All right. Peace.
Take it
Bree.
easy. Peace.
Appreciate it. Tony, what's popping with you, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, Sam. Shout out to the chat. Yo, Black, it's time. What is it? Almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I feel like it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, man. Knicks got me feeling good.
I feel you, man. Nice win tonight, 98-91 over the Sacramento Kings. Jalen Brunson did his thing once again, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? And, if you don't have one, you might as well get one. Get one of those Captain Clutch hoodies or T-shirts exclusively at printjurisdiction.com. You see what they look like right there? That's the blue one. You can get a black one. You can get a cream one. Whatever other colors there are. If you want to see the colors, just go to printjurisdiction.com and take a look at them. It's pinned to the top of your YouTube chat. It's also in the description of the video. High-quality T-shirts, high-quality hoodies. NBK Comics, ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out. We got more coming. Maybe not this year. Probably next year, the start of next year. But go check them out. They're dope. Tony, what was your thoughts of the game?
Oh, man. Scrappy games. Good win. Good vibes. That arena, man, it gives me MSG light vibes. You know what I mean? Like when they cheering, and you can hear it through the TV. I love the atmosphere. The atmosphere. And Jalen Brunson, man, he showed up. I think he made a statement against a nice young guard. I guess he was, just saying, you guys remember me when I was out west. You know what I mean? Like, right. Don't forget who I was. I'm still him.
I mean, why? I guess because playoff implications. But man, this game was so scrappy right from the beginning. It was just aggressive and scrappy. I mean, you're kind of playing into the Knicks' hand when you play that style of basketball, though, right? That's who the Knicks are. That's what they play, that type of basketball. But man, this game was just so scrappy. I don't know how the refs could do a good job calling this basketball game, because you can't call everything every time it happens. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. And there were fouls on every single play tonight. Just scrappy and aggressive.
Yeah, when I seen Hartenstein get that block dunk early, I was like, all right, I know what type of game it is.
That was beautiful.
And then to your point about I think the difference is when you saying teams are playing into our hands or to our advantage, especially when it's a team that is adjusting to play us. You know what I mean? So when the coach is like, all right, they a tough team, you know what I mean? They're going to be physical. We got to up our physicality. Those type of teams, I think we have the advantage with. Other teams that are built similar, Miami, you know what I mean? It may not be like an advantage. You know what I mean? It'll be more like equal ground, equal playing field.
Right.
But I agree 100%. Most teams aren't as physical as us. So they have to make that adjustment coming into the game, or if they don't do that, then by halftime, they got to try to up their physicality. And yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, and I think some teams come in, like you're saying, a lot of teams come in with that adjustment, saying, listen, we got to be ready to play aggressive and scrappy. You know what I mean? And they may be playing outside of what their norm is. Sacramento, I don't watch them every night. I don't know if they always play aggressive and scrappy, but they seem to be pretty comfortable with it. And they got guys out there that can play that style anyway, though.
And that's what I was gonna say. I don't think that's their team philosophy, but they got guys who bring it. Obviously, Sabonis brings it. Harrison Barnes brings it. Like,
De'Aaron
you know
Fox
what I mean? You got the backup point guard locked Deuce down early in the game.
Mitchell,
I was tight.
Mitchell.
I was like, Deuce is over here like this with this Spider-Man me. Like,
yeah. Oh, you know, does Keegan Murray? I know he's not wearing it, but doesn't it look like he has on eyeshadow or something?
I've noticed.
I'm assuming that's just his eyes.
I've noticed what you're talking about.
I'm assuming it's just his eyes.
I don't know if I noticed it today, but I know exactly what you're talking about, so I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it's just that's the way his eyes look, but like I looked at him, I'm like, yo, is he wearing eyeshadow? Like, what's going on? But I'm assuming it's just his eyes look like that. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to put nothing out there against Keegan Murray. I don't need nothing coming back against the channel. You know what I mean? Nothing at all. Let me get to my man Silk. Silk, what's popping with you, brother? How you feeling?
What up, Sam? What up, Tony? Yo, Sam, you funny, man. Stop doing that controversy stuff and leave that man alone.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying what it looked like. When I seen him, I was like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Yeah.
I hear you. And I guess Tibbs brought iHeart into the locker room and said, do you accept the challenge against the bonus? iHeart said, yes, I do.
Yeah.
I got him.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
But Kings play physical. I watched their games. They play physical, but then they like to run and gun and shoot. And they real good when they can get it to that 138-point score. And I was listening to Sirius XM NBA, and they were talking about, they said the whole league is talking about how after the All-Star break, they ain't calling fouls like that no more. Unless you get somebody up and down and they jump up and you get them off balance and jump on you, they letting that bump stuff go.
Yeah.
And I can see Brunson talking to the ref at halftime, say, okay, what do you call it? What do you call it? And Brunson, all right, so that's what you call it? I know how I ain't hunting for fouls no more. I'm hunting to finish.
Yeah.
And that's what he was doing. Because they're not calling stuff no more. That's why our defense is looking so good, because they're not calling ticky-tack fouls on us no more, and we able to play our defense, and the other teams ain't used to that.
Yeah.
We play like that all year long.
Yeah. Knicks locking people down lately. Fifth game in a row with a team under 100 points. Fifth game in a row.
Yeah,
holding a team under 500. I mean, under 100. They better hold them under 500.
Yeah.
Vincent.
I saw the last game, but Dante ran right into a dude, and then he beat him. Then he bumped into Dante, went around and got the layup. But then that would normally been a foul before All-Star break.
Right.
They let it go. But I'm glad I got a bogey sighting. Please, finally, Burks and Bogey saved us a little bit today, because nobody else was really hot besides Brunson. But until they helped them get a little break and rest to score. Because against Deuce, see, when teams pressure Deuce, that's one thing I worry about in the playoffs. That kind of pressure defense they were doing against our bench, we were having trouble getting to our offensive set without Brunson in it or Randall.
Right.
That's one thing I worry about in the playoffs, because there's teams that can pressure us like that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That we don't see every game.
You know, I'm hoping, and I think it will be true, that when Randall comes back, you'll never see a time when either Brunson or Randall isn't on the floor.
Right.
I think one of those two guys will always be out there on the floor.
Right. You can tell OG's elbow's not right, because he was shorting everything on them threes. So you can tell
he was off tonight. You know, I think it's still on his mind. In the first quarter, I think he fell. You know, he went up. They called an offensive foul on him, and when he landed, you know, you seen him grab his elbow. I don't think he grabbed it because it hurt. I think he grabbed it, you know, to just kind of secure himself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And make sure that it didn't hurt. So yeah, I think it's still sensitive. It's definitely still sensitive. Or if it's not sensitive, he's worried about it. Still.
Right. So that's it. You know, remember we talked earlier, I said, I just want these first two. If we sneak a third game, I'm happy with it. Because I looked at the Cleveland game, Sam, Spider ain't healthy. I think they bumped him back too quick off that knee shot. I saw the game today. He was like not moving fast and through like he normally do. He would come out short in the threes, rebounds right next to him. He was reacting mad slow to get to it. That knee ain't right yet.
Yeah.
I think after that shot, they should have let him sit out a couple more games. I think if we go on a little run, we got a shot to catch Cleveland.
Well, the Knicks are just 2 games behind Cleveland right now in the standings. The Cleveland Cavaliers are 42-25. The Knicks are 40-27. Either way, the Knicks are going to have to play either Orlando or Indiana if the playoffs would have stopped. If the playoffs would have stopped today, the Knicks would play Orlando.
Yeah, I think it might be the Heat if we get to 3. I think it'll be the Heat if we get to 3.
You said you think it's going to be the Heat, so you think the Heat are going to be in the 6th seed?
Yeah,
because right now, if the Knicks were in 3rd place right now, they'd play Indiana.
I know.
You know?
But I don't think any of them, because right now Cleveland and the Pacers are playing each other in the next game. I think in 2 days. So
okay.
I think the Heat gonna push the Pacers down. It's gonna be. It might be. I don't know. I think it might be 4 or 5 with Heat and with Orlando and Pace in the Heat if we get to 3. I mean, Cleveland, Orlando, and then us in the Heat. Excuse me.
Well, I mean, I guess the thing is we just got to win. We just got to keep winning basketball games. At this point, if I'm Tom Thibodeau, I'm not even looking at the standings right now. We know we're going to be in the playoffs. Let's just win basketball games to secure our spot in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll take it from there. That would be my mindset. Let's just win basketball games. Let's not look at the standings. You know, maybe when you get down to the last 5 games, and you know, maybe then you look at the standings. You know what I mean? If you really want to look at it then. But I think right now, let's stay away from. If I'm the Knicks fans, we're gonna look. But if I'm the team, I'm staying away from looking at the standings, and I'm just focusing on winning. If you win, everything else is gonna take care of itself. Bottom line, if the Knicks just win basketball games. You win more basketball games than you lose right now. You don't have nothing to worry about. So I'm just going to focus there.
I like that. You and Tony, your personal opinion. Okay, say because you say you want us to go 3-1. We got a good shot at this.
We got a shot at it.
3-1.
Yeah.
The 3-1 game. Who's it going to be? Golden State or Denver?
Which one who are we going to beat?
If we if we go in the series 3-1, which one do you think we got a better shot at?
Oh man, it's tough. I don't know. I'm gonna say Golden State right now. I think the Knicks got revenge on their mind. They got smacked by Golden State. I think they got revenge on their mind. Denver obviously has revenge on their mind against the Knicks.
Yeah, we bust them by 40, right? So
yeah, we
they
smacked
definitely
them.
got revenge on their mind.
We smacked them. So I think I think the Knicks are gonna be hyper focused against Golden State.
So Golden State the game you saying?
Yeah, I think we get Golden State. I think we get, and that's the perfect scenario for us. Get Golden State. You got 3. Now, let's see if we can get a sweep, right? And knock out Denver. So, yeah, I'm going with Golden State. I think we get Golden State.
Tony, you agree?
Yes, sir. Plus, I always say get the next one because then we got a chance to go 4-0.
Got a chance to go 4-0.
True.
Yeah, Tony, you getting greedy, man. You just eating all day and all night.
That's what we want. That's what we want. We on a 3-game win streak. You know what I mean? What's that? The 3rd longest win streak in the league right now. See if we can keep winning and extend it. That's what we got to do.
And Sim, I think Burks heard that message from Tibbs when he went to the postgame and said, no, he not hurt. It was the coach's decision why he didn't come back in the second half. Burks said, man, I better get off this bench or I'm going to be sitting here for permanent.
Yeah.
I guess Burks heard him tonight.
Hey, I'm glad he showed up tonight and hit a couple of shots. 40% from the 3-point line. He shot 40% from the field, but he also shot he was 2 for 5, 40% from the 3-point line. Needed him, without a doubt.
And he hit his foul shot because that's the one thing that was weird with Burks. He 80% foul shooter, and he was missing foul shots coming here since Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I know you're missing jump shots, but foul shots, you're 80%, close to 90, and you miss them when you come over here. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they showed up tonight because we needed them tonight.
Yeah, me too. No doubt about it. But yeah, so I appreciate you, man.
All right, fellas.
All right.
Let's take Golden State.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yep.
All right. Peace. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. tonight, Jalen Brunson was the star of the show, always the star of the show. 42 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals. He did have 6 turnovers, and he mentioned it after the game, just saying, hey, I got to take care of the ball. I can't keep turning the basketball over like this. Next highest scorer was Dante DiVincenzo, 15 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Alec Burks was third highest scorer with 12. Josh Hart and Bojan had 9 points apiece. Josh Hart also had 13 rebounds and 3 assists. Isaiah Hartenstein, 7 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 blocks. Played 27 minutes. He's playing more and more minutes. Right? Precious played 20 minutes tonight. Did a decent job. He had 5 rebounds and 4 assists. So good contributions across the board for the Knicks. Still only scored 98 points, but they're able right now to hold teams under 100 points. And if you hold teams under 100 points and you can score 100 points or almost 100 points, you got a chance to win the basketball game. And the Knicks did it again tonight. What do you think about that, Tony? 5 games in a row that the Knicks have held a team below 100 points.
I love it. I love it. And this is what I was trying to say earlier. I didn't want to cut Silk off, but I've been saying all year. I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure the Knicks are leading the league in holding teams under 100 points. And
gotta be.
It was confirmed tonight, 20th time tonight, and we are leading the league.
Gotta be.
In holding teams under 100 points. So yeah, it's a staple. It's a staple. Like it's not just recently. You know what I mean? Like we've been doing it all year. It was that, and my other stat was that one was confirmed early, but just getting to actually no, I don't think this has been confirmed. But when we score 100 first, I think we've only lost 1 game.
Okay.
When we're the first to 100.
Okay.
So just those things that I've been keeping track of.
Yeah. In your opinion, Knicks have the best defense in the league?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I haven't watched every team. But even the teams that I've noticed that they claim or they say are top defensive teams, I think we're right there with them. You know what I mean? So even if I'll say top 5 for sure.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Maybe even top 3 for sure.
Well, I can tell you, in the last 5 games, the Knicks definitely have the best defense in the league. All right. They definitely had the best defense in the league. In the last 5 games, the Knicks defensive rating is 91.4. Over the last 5 games, 91.4. The closest to them in defensive rating over the last 5 games is Houston, and that's 107.
That's huge. And the another stat is just our defensive rating with OG. You know what I mean? And he's not the end all be all, but you know what I mean? Like just those numbers in the games with him, I'm sure those numbers are crazy.
Yeah. A 91.4 defensive rating. Their offensive rating over the last 5 games is 106.4. The net rating is 15.
Plus 15.
Right? And that's the best in the league.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That net rating is the best in the league over the last 5 games.
Yeah.
Now the offensive rating, of course, is 26th in the league over those last 5 games. But if you're holding teams to 91 points or whatever,
don't matter.
You know what I mean? It don't matter. And right now they're shutting teams down.
You score 15 more points, so no, it don't matter.
They're shutting teams down. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm pretty sure when teams come in, they're preparing for that type of battle. Let's just ask it. Can that type of play win you the championship today?
Here's the thing. We need Randall as Randall, or at the very least, we need another solidified scorer, like a guy. You know what I mean? Not like a guy that's gonna get you 20 tonight and maybe 11 tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like we need a consistent scorer next to Brunson. If Randall's back at, you know what I mean, to his normal self, I think for sure, because that's my only concern. You know what I mean? Because if Brunson's off, that, you know what I mean, I don't know. Like now we need multiple guys to really rise. People are capable of it,
right?
You know what I mean? And I don't expect Brunson to be off more than a game, but you know what I mean? It's still give or take. You know what I mean? That one game might cost us a series. So it's I think we need another guy with him or another guy to produce with him. That's my only concern. Like, that was going to be my question, because I know the defense is going to keep us in any game. We've won games with bad shooting, bad 3-point percentage. You know what I mean? Like, even with Brunson having a relatively bad game, he's usually still putting up good statistics, enough to keep us. So we could win games, but my only concern is, like, I don't know, the Boston. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like they got scoring from everywhere.
Right. That's the thing. And can you shut them down and hold them under 100 points consistently over a 7-game series?
Or if we bumped into like a Phoenix in the finals or something, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what I mean?
Like,
or OKC.
Or OKC, yeah.
You know, Denver, teams
like
that.
Denver, I would be less concerned with, because I feel like we could make them be a gritty team and a physical team, and then we got a chance at the very least. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man.
They're not gonna just outrun us. You know what I mean? Like,
For the Kings, ladies and gentlemen, Domantas Sabonis had 21 points, 14 rebounds, but I thought the Knicks did a decent job on Sabonis. De'Aaron Fox had 20 points, 9 assists, 18 points for Malik Monk. And Malik Monk has bounce. I mean, I've always known it, but the kid got some bounce. Harrison Barnes, 16 points and 6 rebounds. Keegan Murray had 11 points and 6 rebounds. Nobody else really scored. Keon Ellis had 5 points, 11 points. Oh, I already said Keegan Murray, but nobody else really scored. A lot of zeros, you know, for going up. Kevin Huerter had 0 points. Davion Mitchell, no points. Alex Len, no points. You know?
I don't think Huerter played in the second half. He definitely didn't play.
He might have played a little bit. He had 15 minutes for the game, so he
didn't play in the fourth quarter. Then,
right? He didn't play in the fourth. Yeah, you know, Knicks shutting people down, ladies and gentlemen, shutting people down, and the Knicks didn't really shoot the ball well, but Sacramento shot it worse. Right, the Knicks dominated the glass 52-42. Only 19 assists for the Knicks, 9 blocks for the Knicks, 14 turnovers. They shot 43% from the field and 28% from the 3-point line, 81% from the free throw line. And with all the aggressive basketball play, Jalen Brunson only went to the line. He was 3 for 4 from the free throw line. With so much aggressive play, he didn't shoot many free throws. Points in the paint, the Knicks 44. Second chance points, Sacramento 12, the Knicks 7. The fast break points, the Knicks 12. Sacramento also had 12 fast break points. But the Knicks defense, man, that's what did it. The Knicks defense, you know, I mean, both teams played great defense tonight. You know, but the Knicks have been doing it night in and night out, making teams have to play, you know, the scrappy, aggressive basketball game. And some teams not ready for it. You know what I mean? You know, so, you know, I'm loving that the Knicks are playing this style of basketball and winning. Hoping Julius Randle comes back so the offense can open up a little bit. Now, if we're shutting down defenses and if we're shutting down offenses and we're able to score the ball, man, that's going to look pretty for the Knicks. You know what I mean? Going to look real pretty for the Knicks. Any key plays or anything like that for you, Tony, that you...
My decision is I'm going with Tibbs and the rotation because he didn't panic in that fourth quarter when they went on a little run in the fourth. Yeah, it was the fourth. Now he still brought the guys back with about 7 something left.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think a month ago, well, you know what I mean, like earlier in the year, he would have brought Brunson back as soon as that run started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I forgot what they cut the lead to, but we ended Brunson. By the time he brought Brunson in, I think Brunson scored like 7 straight. But you know what I mean? Like he let them rock out, like and through like I think 2 timeouts before he brought Brunson in, and I was surprised about it. And it paid dividends because I think Brunson was well rested for that run in the fourth.
Yeah,
and I think he's been doing that a lot more lately with not just Brunson but the starters.
Right.
You know, getting them their rest.
Right, and with Burks and Bojan being able to, handle some of that scoring load, it definitely helped, to keep Brunson off the bench, on the bench for a little while.
Well,
Greg,
that's the funny thing too, though. Because early in that fourth, they were struggling too.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. It wasn't until the timeouts was called that they kind of got a little bit hot. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But so it like that was the stretch right there. Like they were struggling early. He still rocked with them, and then they produced. So it was even better.
Yeah. Greg, we're gonna have to do Losers Lounge tomorrow because I'm really, really tired tonight, and I got to get up early. So, I don't think I can do it tonight. I apologize for that, though.
And my bad about the last Losers Lounge. I fell asleep. Who was it? Portland. I fell asleep at halftime.
So we'll have to make it up. Do a double Losers Lounge or something. I don't know.
To be honest, nah, we can't because they don't got fans. They don't got fans, bro. Like it was literally five people.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? 5 comments from the duration of the whole game.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It was trash.
I mean, for me, I think my key player was Bogdanovich's 3 in the fourth quarter from Precious. You know what I mean? 'Cause that was a point in the game where I felt like Sacramento was ready to kind of run away with it, and that was a big 3. He needed it, and the Knicks needed it. You know what I mean? And after that, things just started rolling, and Brunson got back in, and bam, the Knicks took over the basketball game. And won it from there.
The funny thing is, I had like 2 different plays that I was gonna, as I was watching the game. I'm like, oh, this one. But by the end of the game, it ended up being like a Brunson 3 late that kind of sealed the game.
Sealed it.
So I would go with that one. But I think that Bogdanovich one was on my list until the Brunson play happened.
Yeah, that was a big one. And of course, player of the game is Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that Jalen Brunson would not be the player of the game.
He played the game, played the week, played the month, played the year.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the guy is he's just killing right now. You know what I mean? He's doing everything that he can do. I'm hoping, really hoping. Someone brought it up in the last show. Do I think Brunson is going to make it to the playoffs? I do. I do get concerned about him going late in the playoffs. And if he not that he gets injured, but will he have the stamina?
Exhausted.
You know what I'm saying? With him having to carry so much of the load right now, but hopefully, with when Randall comes back, and Brunson is you can relieve some pressure off of Brunson a little bit. That's what the hope is. So it's easier to go deep into the playoffs. But yeah, Captain Clutch, ladies and gentlemen, the player of the game. You see that Captain Clutch hoodie on your screen. You know what I mean? Those NBK comics, T-shirts, and hoodies. Captain Clutch. Cop one. They're dope. You know what I'm saying? PrintJurisdiction.com. It's the only place you can get them. NBK, Print Jurisdiction. Together. This is what we come up with. All right, so make sure you check it out. The link is tagged to the top of your YouTube chat. It's also in the description of the video. All right, so make sure you go check those out immediately, ladies and gentlemen. Next game, Golden State. What's your thoughts, Tony?
Revenge on my mind. Payback time. Yeah, man. Hopefully we could put some offense together and sustain the defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we need guys to. This was the first time Burks and Bogey both had. Well, this might be the first time Burks had a good game since he's been back here.
Yeah.
But this is the first time they had a good game at the same time and had good minutes on the floor together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully that could be sustained. DiVincenzo, I mean, it could feel like he's in a slump, but then he still ended up hitting 3 threes. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. I just want one of them super efficient games from him. You know what I mean? Like one of them 6 for 10 nights from 3 or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we need some extra firepower. We can't have Brunson do it all.
Right. Hopefully this is the beginning. This is the start. You know what I'm saying? Of him getting in the rhythm with the team, making shots. You know what I mean? Hopefully this is it. We need it. But I think the last time we played Golden State, who was on the team and who played? I don't even remember.
I think it was in the midst of OG being out.
I think so.
Because I remember DiVincenzo was on a tear and he didn't have a particularly good game.
Exactly. Right. He didn't have a good game. And Steph Curry, did his thing in the Garden.
Yeah, I felt like they had too much respect for them that night. That's the way I remember the end of the game, feeling like they respected them too much. You know what I mean? They didn't come in there feeling themselves. They was more like, all right, we know we got to worry about this, worry about that.
Right. Yeah. OG didn't play. So now you add OG into the mix. OG will be starting instead of Precious. We'll see. We'll see how much.
That makes a huge difference.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that is. But we'll have OG out there. Hopefully, Brunson's been on a tear. You know what I mean? Hopefully he remains on that tear. And we call Golden State during the hot streak as well.
And now not so much.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, they shot over. D. Cooler said the Knicks shot over 50 3-pointers the last game against Golden State. We're not going to match their 3-point shooting. We got to make the game scrappy. We got to make it scrappy and aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Make it that type of basketball game, and we'll have a shot at winning.
Agreed.
Yeah, but Tony, man, I'm gonna get some rest,
out of here.
Bro. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest, bro. It's been some late nights and early mornings over the past 3 days. I feel you.
That Portland game, like I said, my body crashed. I was watching the game. It was halftime. Next I woke up. It was like 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, man. So, I'm going to go. Maybe we can, I guess we'll connect tomorrow and find out when we can get this Losers Lounge in.
Sound good.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your time. We up out of here. Be peaceful. One.
This is NBK. Nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.